Do RAADS-R /J. Okay, we're gonna do the RAADS-R autism test. Hope you're excited. Let's fucking figure it out. It was a joke. I think it's a funny idea. Which one is the correct one? RAADS-R-test.com. But okay. You'd be scared to lose it? That's 1 point. I'm going to RAADS-R test. Like, is this one the best one to take? The first one? This one's called Embrace Autism. It feels like this one's gonna tell me I'm autistic for taking the fucking test. Getting the highest score. The other one is literally called RAADS-R-test.com. But I believe you. This was 4th of April. That's okay, I thought it was 20th of April. One of us! Is the whole chat autistic? Yeah, the vibe might be autistic in here. Have you ever wondered if autism could be explained? No, I'm not gonna. I don't care about the contents, I just want to take the test. I don't have to read the contents, right? It's a self-report instrument, however, the authors mentioned that a clinician might help. Yeah, okay. Blah, blah. Test the assesses development symptoms. Let's scroll down to the test, okay. As well as there's 3 categories: language, social, sensory, motor, as well as 4 subscales: circumcised interests. It contains 80 statements, giving you 4 choices. True now, and when I was young, true now only, true only when I was younger than 16, never true. Okay. Score of 65 plus indicates... Yeah, we'll see that after we... Where's the test? How do I take the test? Where's the test? Okay, there it is. You run an online clip where he said he clearly isn't autistic because he dropped the test because the questions were too fast. Please read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experience during social interactions. You like being autistic, having a magnet for autistic people, so... Yeah, Flo's told me that, but I'm starting to doubt if I'm actually... That is autistic. I might just have a different flavor, y'all. I have the autism where I know all the social rules and I like them and I like playing around them and with them. And Flo's is on the other edge of it, where she doesn't know him and she does not care and she is free. But I'm also free in my own way. There's a skate park. I don't know. Let's figure this fucking shit out. I'm not gonna spend too long on each of the questions though, because there's like 80 of them. You know the social rules and they scare me. I like them, because if I know them, then I can be like on the edge of them and skirt around them and do comedy. That's comedy. Comedy is edging the social rules. Okay, yeah, I'm sympathetic. Now. I think when I was younger, I wasn't. Often use words and phrases from movies. Yeah. Often surprised when others tell me I've been rude. Not really. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly. No, not really. I often don't know how to act in social interactions. No, not really. Wait, true only when I was younger, I guess. I can't put myself in other shoes. No, not really. Or like, oh, I can put myself. I almost misread it. Does quoting games count? Yes. It's the old test. It's media. I can put myself... I almost read this as can't, because there's an apostrophe there. See, I saw can, and then this, and I was like can't. So I was like never true, but yeah, no. Now, I think when I was younger, not so much. I learned empathy. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean. No, I get it. 6, 7. 6, 7. But I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. Actually, that's not true. All kinds of people are actually kind of interesting. But that's not what it asks for. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Where's fucking sometimes true? They need a fucking like sometimes. It depends. I flip-flop, man. Sometimes I don't care about the details and sometimes I care about the details. Shit, test. I'm not answering that question. I always notice you can't have always. Never true. Always questions are most of the time never true. I'm not reading the rest of the question. I miss my best friends or family when we're apart for a long time. Not really true. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I am thinking, even if I don't mean to. Where's sometimes true? Oh, this is sometimes. But you... It's weird. I also kind of don't, you know? I'll just become... I can go... Maybe sometimes the urge to not write them is stronger than the urge to write them. I don't know. It's really... Yeah, I did earlier be like, I was sad when I didn't stream. Oh, you didn't mean that? You miss the cats? I like when they're around, but I wouldn't necessarily say I miss them. Yeah, I gotta put this to never. Sorry. What were you freaking out about, Toasty? Freaky, ah. There's no sometimes. There's no fucking... I sometimes miss my friends. This test is ass. I don't know. I haven't clicked it for a long time. Just answer. What were you freaking out about? I wanna... Should I answer these questions? Should I answer this one? I feel like not answering is showing that I care about the overall idea. But... like... I did say I like talking to people who care about my... freaking about my always so never true to I always and then not reading the rest. I didn't... I mean, I read the rest. I made that up. That was a joke. Oh, I'm freaking farming. I actually don't know about this. I need a sometimes true. This test is ass. No, never true. True sometimes. True sometimes. Where's the fucking true sometimes? This test is so ass. You can't have an always statement. You can't have a yes-no statement. RAADS-R test with sometimes as an option. Fuck, I'm an r/Asper girls. Test. I was trying. Maybe there's a better version where they add a fucking option. Okay, I'm on the fucking Asperger girl subreddit where someone's asking that they're pissed off about there not being a sometimes option. No, I'll keep taking it. I just think it's crazy that there's no option to say sometimes. I just think that part's a little badly designed. Bad game design. Because what if I sometimes focus on details rather than the overall idea? What am I supposed to pick? If it's sometimes, you need to click yes. Where does it say that? In the parts that I skipped? Okay, let's read the fucking documentation for the fucking test, because you need to read the fucking tutorial to take the test, I guess. I'm not reading all that. Where's the part where it says that? You just decided that. I feel like they would say that in the description. It sounded so authoritarian. I didn't mean to fucking click that. It consists of 80 statements. Give you 4 choices. Please consider the discussion section below. This is you. I'm not reading all that. This doesn't explain how to... We just fucking roll with it, Dan. Fuck it. I'm gonna sometimes say never if it's sometimes, and I'll sometimes say always. That's my way of balancing it. Get fucked. Chat. And test takers. Not test takers, fucking test makers. I could make a better test. So yeah, have a hard time. Yep. Focus on details rather than the overall idea. No, I like details sometimes, but like I can fuck with the idea too. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. I mean, yeah, sometimes. See, this is easy. When it says sometimes, I can be like, yeah, I guess that happens. Some people don't like, some people are autistic. I think most of the time I accidentally make autistic people sad. Green was just successfully voted onto the trans council. That's awesome. Your girlfriend is a politician. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I know, I thought it was at our uni. That's kind of true, but why would you think about something that doesn't... Like, if I'm thinking about something, it must interest me. Do we need to bake a trans cake? Maybe you need to bake a green cake. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. Sometimes true. I'm clicking never. I cannot imagine... Yeah. Sometimes... I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Nope, I can. Incredible imagination. I've been told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated. Nope. It was literally on the other test and no one said clumsy, so can't be that one. That was, by the way, the most positive one on the biggest weakness. It was like, oh, I'm a little teehee clumsy. Nope, everyone was like, you love being right, don't you? No, I just love talking. I just love talking. And if I agree with you on something, then the talk is over. So if I disagree, then we can have like a discussion. We can I can try to think of reasons to disagree, and you can have more reason to give me reasons to agree with you. Others consider me odd or different. No, they consider me goofy. I mask extremely well. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Yep. Well, now. Joe, you have seen me be clumsy. You are only clumsy in the kitchen with hurting yourself with knives. I don't love being right. Stop saying that. You constantly argues with the autism test. This is not being right. You are misconstruing the wording on I love being correct. I can't stand incorrect information or like bad information. You gotta word it differently. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when I'm right, then I'm right. And we can't let the RAADS-R autism test walk around here. They have studies up there, but they haven't considered that someone might sometimes feel a certain way. Don't hurt yourself with knives. It's accidents. I'm too confident with them. Because, you know, what's the worst thing that could happen? Also, the worst was when I opened a can of tuna. I don't know why they make them that sharp. The tuna lid. That was fucked up. The other ones were little cuts. I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel. Nope. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It makes me appear more normal. Nope. I copy for fun, not to appear normal. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. Nope. Literally doing it right now. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. Nope. I'm acting awesome. You were so nonchalant about that huge and deep cut. Yes, I actually was. I was actually so chill. I was like, oh, oops. I was like, that one's crazy. I was like, I need a medic. We're gonna need to take care of this one. I cut between the pointer, the index finger, the pointer finger, and the thumb. That, you know, that into that little bit of flesh that's in between them. Fucking cut in there deep. It was fucked up. I opened the tuna can too strongly. And then it slipped because their oil comes out. Yeah, Flo's is watching. My sweet honey guardian angel is just protecting me. You generally never thought one could answer this quiz the way you do. I was always convinced that it's stupid and clearly everyone would be autistic based on it. You're clicking a lot of never. Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean? If there's more than one person, that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, you're not talking, but, you know. My clothes are fine. This, I know what this one's describing. It's describing like the texture. It's important to me that my pants like fit well around the top. I like it when they don't slide down a little bit. But like, that's not that. I can't click true on that. If it's only a tiniest bit true, I have to be like, nah, I'm a low scorer. I can take it again and get a high score. I don't have to act normal. I'm chill as fuck. I act however I feel is appropriate. Not normal. Acting normal is fake. There's no normal. That's the fake information. You just gotta act in a way that's gonna make people laugh, and then act in a way that makes yourself like laugh. That's what I do most of the time. I just do what would be funny. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Yeah, now it's true. When I was younger, not so much, maybe. But now it's kind of chill. This is meeting new people, by the way. Reaching out to your friends to hang out, that's a different question. But I don't think that's autism. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. No, I wouldn't say confused. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. No, I pretty much get that, unless they're autistic. Then it's gonna be difficult if they're not adhering to the rules. Then I have to do check-ins and shit. But I'm getting used to it, so don't worry, you're safe, you chat. But yeah, if they're neurotypical, then I can read facial like actions and like body language extremely easily. I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table at school at work. Yeah. Yeah, even when I was young, I think. I take things too literally, so often was what, nope. It's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or says nope. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive. Oh, nope. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. Yeah, that one's true. Yeah, that one, I can't fight against that one. Oh, I'm a creature of habit. I've never wanted or needed to have what other people call an interrelationship. Nope, that's not true. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. Okay, yeah, that one's true. That one's true, you're seeing it right now. I do want to keep talking. I speak with a normal rhythm. Chat. Is my rhythm normal? Asking the Autism Foundation to rate if my rhythm is normal or not. Wrong room of people? Yes? Okay, thank you. I think when I was young too. They're just giving me when I was young too. I just had anger issues and issues controlling my emotions. No. My rhythm is too crazy. My rhythm is too fast. Well, should I change to a relaxed YouTube announcer rhythm? Perhaps we should ponder this question a little more. I'm excited to answer the question. There's 80 questions. I'm sped up right now because there's 80 questions. But yeah, I am a little fast. That's true. But that's normal. Normal people can go a little fast. Yeah, I'm taking the first answer for this one. Was it when I was small? I can tell when someone is flirting with me. How should I know about it if I don't know? Got your score. Excited to see if you will beat mine. Okay. And we're getting there. We're almost halfway through. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. I don't even know what that means, no. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. Chat, I've got you under my skin. You need to ask me. I seem to know. Yeah. Which one is he playing again? You want to compare your score? I'm doing the Embrace Autism RAADS-R. Yeah, no, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's embrace-autism.com. I just typed in RAADS-R test. It was the first one. No, it doesn't. I get it. Look at that, you can type, you can send links. You can send links. I don't think anyone in chat will flirt with you. They might, jokingly. This chat is kind of flirtatious sometimes. Yeah, everyone can send links. I put it as a... You want me to flirt with you? Red links? Red link has been in chat for so long. Sometimes the sound of a word or high-pitched noise can be painful to my ear. Not really. I'm an understanding type of person. Now, yes. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Not true, I can. I don't always, but I can. I'm capable of it. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Nope, I can. I can. I need... yeah, I can. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I am interested in. I don't know, yes. I think. I keep lists of things that interest me, even when they have no practical use. For example... Do I have to pull out my list of songs that I have, my literal folder of music and my folders of images to put on the screen? Yes, you fucking caught me. Dab me up. Fucking caught me. I've started collecting shit on my hard drive. Yes. It's none of these things, but yes. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate. Nope, I never feel overwhelmed by my senses. I like to talk things over with my friends. What is this? What is like if you had problems? Or is this just talking with your friends? Teacher, what the fuck is this phrasing? Is this being like if we had a disagreement? Sure. Probably. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. Nope, I can tell extremely easily. It can be very hard to read someone's face. Nope, it's not. You're backlogged. The same thing, like clothes or temperature, can feel very different at different times. Yeah? Yeah? Sometimes it's cold outside, but sometimes when it's windy, it feels like it's colder. But clothes don't. Never true. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. Yeah. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yeah. I'm taken young is younger than 16, and like 16, 17 and shit, I feel like I started getting to that, but like if we're taking like 12, 14 or something, I gotta be like, I don't think I would have been very useful in a heart-to-heart conversation. But I don't know if that's all, I don't know what that means. I feel like I was just young and not as developed as a person. We're still playing the fucking music. Let me play the other one. Let me play the other one. I've been told that I have an unusual voice. No. They're listing here flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. Should we add low-pitch to that? No. That's not what they're listing. These aren't the examples, so never true. Unusual makes it sound like it's not a positive. For me, it's always been positive, so I'm not clicking it. Sometimes the thought or subject. Your voice was called monotone sometimes. Perhaps you have to click one of the options, unlike me. I'm failing this fucking test so well. Sometimes the thought or subject gets stuck in my mind. I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. Yes, though. I gotta get the juice out of there. Squeeze. The juice is worth the squeeze. Let me talk. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks or strings, waving things by my eyes. If we had a face cam, if I had it, I would like twist it down to my left hand currently playing with my poker chips, like riffling them against each other. Yes. Yes. Picking up the special pen spinning pen with my right hand that has extra weights on its ends, so it spins more nicely and comfortably and spinning it with my right hand. Yes, you caught me, I do this. I've never been interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting. Never true is not an answer. You can say never true to never been interested. I feel like you can't answer to never with never. But I would have to be. I'm sometimes interested in other people's interests. I'm considered a compassionate type of person. Now, yes. I think when I was young, I wasn't. I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. No, I don't follow them. I play with them. I know them. It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Nope, I can do it. It's not a problem. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard to change the subject if the other person does so. I can get very upset and confused. Nope, doesn't happen to me. I'm sorry. Some of these I might answer sometimes, if it gave me an option, by the way. But if the answer is very rarely, it might have happened once at some point, I just can only fucking answer never. Cause true is like it happens all the time. It doesn't make for a very interesting test if I click never every time, but like, oh, what am I gonna do? I can't think of it, and I go, never, I guess. Like, yes, I guess if we meet up to talk about a specific thing and you change the subject, maybe. But if we're just talking about something, yeah, that's fucking conversational flow, bitch. I say some stuff and then maybe you go to the next thing, got the score ready. If it's very rarely, then it's never true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, oh, this might have happened once. But theoretically, semantically, never true doesn't mean that. Never true doesn't mean that. The meaning, you're fucking up the meaning of the word, man. The question is this a normal thing for you? No. The question is, I can get upset and confused. Never refers to neither before I was 16 or now. Right, no, but these are like, most of these are, do I get very upset? No, probably not. I'm like, I could imagine a situation where I would though. So saying never true seems like a lie. I just fucking hate that we said never true. You just, semantically it's bad design. I mean, it's good that it's there, it's just bad that it's the only negative option. Because a never statement is so easily disproven by just a single little thing that has happened at one point. I can't recall it right now, but it might have happened. If it's something that I can recall, it's easy to be like, yes, this applies to me. Happens often, I remember this, and this time. But if I can't recall it, it's kind of silly though, because when you actually diagnosed, part of the diagnosis was not to understand the question or questioning the question. I know, I'm being kind of beefing this much with the test is a little bit of a sign that there's maybe something there. I understand that it's very, I think it's very autism coded to be like, this fucking answer is semantically terrible. This doesn't actually this isn't like the correct, you wouldn't be able to answer the question. Not you meant the quiz. Part of the diagnosis will not understand the question. Yeah. This test is bad game design. It's fine, you meant the quiz. I see. No, but like, I'm being like, I'm right now fucking questioning the questions. Doing your autism diagnosis, you talked about amnesia for like 10 minutes. That's so sick. I probably wouldn't talk to my the autism guy about a book I was writing. Maybe if I was actually writing a thing. I don't know. About the game or the thing. Anyway, sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises. No, never true. I can chat and make small talk with people. Yep. When I was 15, maybe a little tougher, but now I got it all. I actually was able to kind of do it too when I was younger. Give me the when I was young. When I was 12, I was friends with most people. Give it to me. Give me the fucking full normalcy points. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not, for instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on the stove. No, they do feel painful. I just know that I'm not gonna die. That's why I didn't freak out when I cut myself with the thing. It did hurt. It did hurt when I cut myself in the tuna can, but the reason I didn't freak out was because it wouldn't help the situation. If I freak out, then like what, blood gets everywhere. No, I just go, it's like, ouch, okay, it hurts, but like, I'm not gonna die. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk or listen. Never true, it's always my turn. I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. I don't think so. I do love my companionships. talking to people. Don't get me wrong, I can spend a week without talking to anyone because I'll talk to myself, but I feel like I'm happy talking to people. I usually speak in a normal tone. Yeah, I think so. I like things to be exactly the same day after day. Even small changes in my routine upset me. Not true, I'm actually not following the regimented routine at all right now. I'm not even looking at my checklists. I've stopped using them. I'm just mentally being like, whatever I can't remember can't have been that important. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. Nope, I get it. It's just a little scary sometimes, but I get it. It's very easy, concept-wise. It calms me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. Spin? No. Rock? Yeah, kippeln? Kippeln is kind of based. I like it. It's just the balancing. That one's sweet. Yeah, I like that. Spinning? Not so much, but yeah. Being on the back foot and less like, I like it. Did rush it a bit, so might be a little off. The more you rush it, the more accurate it is, because you're just picking what feels real. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me. They're asking like the same fucking question. Don't worry, we still got 14 questions left. You are rushing! And then the piano guy, are you rushing, are you dragging? We're thinking the same thing! Good job! We're mentally aligned! No, I'm scared what it means. You're okay. You're gonna be alright. He wears his heart on his sleeve. This is the same question, by the way, as the previous one. It's just like, no, I know what it means. I don't know, quoting movies. I did click that I quote. This one I did click. Okay, don't get me wrong. I did click I like quoting TV. Where is it? True. I did click this one. Yes. Look, you excited to see the comparisons? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're here. I like Kipling. I like being in a funny seating position. Heart on the sleeve, easily understood. If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. No. No. And this is why I'm like, you're seeing me answer these questions now and be like, maybe you understandably are now like, oh, this is maybe why he's sometimes like, he's not autistic. Because so many of these, I feel like, we all say it at once when Joe's finished, right? Yeah, you can all just, we can wait for me to finish and then you can, and if you're not finished when I'm finished, you can still drop it in a second later. I'm sure we'll talk about it. You don't have to rush yourself too much. Take your time, enjoy the process. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Yes, it's the fucking most awesome thing in the world. This is what life is about, man. Saying one thing and meaning something else. I'm so sorry most of you are missing out on this. It's so sick. I like to be by myself as much as I can. No, I guess. I like being around people. I avoid it because being by yourself is easier. As in, you don't have to make plans. Being by yourself is the default state. And I am also happy in the default state, but I do like spending time with my friends. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are on filing cards. That sounds fucking crazy. Nope. It's fine if you are, but this has never occurred to me to do this. It's not crazy in a bad way. I'm just like, damn, you have like a real mind prison in there. Like, or another unique way. Nope, they just float around, man. There's nothing in this head of mine. The same sound sometimes sounds very loud or very soft. Bro, it's the same question as before. They're just asking the same thing in different ways, many times. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. Yes. Yes. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Nope, I can tolerate them. Gotta have to get to 227 plus score for world record. Optimizing, getting a high score in this speedrun. I don't like to be hugged or held. No, I like it. It's fine. I enjoy it. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, or I can get very confused. Nope, I can move around. I like taking different routes sometimes. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. No, actually, I kind of get it. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I get it. The difficult part is knowing what other people expect of me. If I didn't know, man, that would be freedom. It is difficult meeting other people's expectations that I am imagining in my mind. I like to have close friends. Yeah. People tell me that I give too much detail. Chat, do I give too much detail sometimes? I have people right now to tell me. Or do I give like the perfect amount of detail to make it interesting and funny? Ha ha ha. That's what I thought. I just talk a lot. I go in the perfect amount of detail. Yep. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. That is social unawareness. I have social awareness. I don't think you're gonna tell me that I often ask embarrassing questions. Like ADHD kind of. Yeah, I think they're gonna tell me that I have ADHD. Well, I do. You haven't told me that very often, though. I feel like once is gonna be never true. I do it to you on purpose. That's a difference. I know you're joking. I know you're joking. Because we both know I do it on purpose. With you. This is like asking... This is like you didn't intend to. This is like when Flo's goes full power in chat and be like, hello toasty cute puppy girl in chat. Which is fine. It's not that embarrassing, but it's like she does not get the she didn't get the how that could be embarrassing to say it straight up in the chat. That is what this question's asking. Toasty, she is a cute puppy girl. See, but that is the kind of no, you're fine. But it's saying it like loudly in public could be like embarrassing. Yeah, we talked about it, which is what this one's about. But when I say it, it's like... when I do it, I know. When you do it, you just have your purest and heart intentions. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. I think I might. Because if you made a mistake, maybe you're not aware of it. I'll let you decide this one, chat. You are other people. Actually, you are not good people to ask this, because you would only know the times that I point out mistakes. You wouldn't know all the times I keep it to myself. I have to point out mistakes. Yes, I mean, it depends on what the thing is. If we're doing a presentation, can't remember doing that, boom, there you go. Got a vote of confidence, because I also don't think I do too much. Like, in a way of like, oh, you can't. It's like I do it. It's like if we're doing a school presentation, if we're preparing a presentation and you misspelled something, yeah, I'll point it out. But like, if it's non-relevant and it isn't funny, I'll give you a countdown in a moment. I'm finishing one thought and then I'll get there. Yeah. I'll correct your mistakes if I think it's like important, or if I think it's kind of funny to point out a mistake. If you made a funny mistake, and then we can like laugh about it. But if it's just mostly irrelevant, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're actually wrong. I did earlier say it's important to be correct, but that's like for things where it's important to be correct. There's things where it's fine to be wrong, and things that are like, yeah, chill. Okay, chat. Just a little stretch. Okay. Well, I filled out the quiz. I'm getting the sneaking feeling I'm not gonna score too highly on this test, but if you give me an ADHD test, I might score higher on it. That's a sneaking suspicion I'm starting to have. But it was funny to see Toasty and chat freaking out about me just going through the test and be like, nope, never happened to me. Nope, this never happened. Just be like, what? I am not. I'm built different. Well, am I built different? We're actually gonna find out. I'm roosting my chickens before they hatch. Okay. Then a little countdown for chat, because chat asked for it. I'll count down from 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 42. I'm chill. 143. Yeah. 204. Spinning Blaha gives 10 bonus points. I'm at 52, I guess. Yo, Milek is up there too. Scoring table. Yeah, I think 60 above 65 is like autism, right? Social relatedness, language, total score. This is the average scores. Dude, I'm negatively autistic. I don't even have to. Oh, this is average autism. No, this is just the average test taker. So this is non-autistic people are below this, and the average for autistic people is like up here at 140, but 65 is like the threshold. Alien dance. I don't have alien dance, I'm sorry. You can oomphy dance. You can dance with one of your friends. We gotta have some other dance emotes. I only have 50 emote slots that can move. Okay, well, let's check out the free in language. Man, oh man. We have Kirby dance. You can Joel in chat, or you can Kirby dance. We have frog, all caps frog dances. Okay, no. My boy Hardcore Heinrich got a 38. God, I beat him at least. 143 for Toasty. That's pretty high. That's pretty good. That's like the average autism score right here. You're hitting like the average autism scores. Suspected autistic female. That's basically what you hit. Suspected autistic male. Autistic female. Floss has the highest score here with 203. 204. But I can see that. What do you get for winning a kiss? You get a kiss. And autism. And autism, but you've had that. The test doesn't give you autism, Chad. You already had that. Yeah. A lot of autism here. That's fine. But yeah, I think... Can I return it for a frog, the autism? No, you can't. You already have it. Like, yeah, I can tell. But I guess I actually don't have it. I mean... I think on some of these, maybe I could have clicked... On some of these, I would have clicked sometimes, maybe. But, like... I think I wasn't trying to, like, not get the score. But, like, I do think I'm understanding. I don't think the same sound can change. I do get social, like... interactions and stuff. 19 social relatedness and 15 circumscribed interest subtotal. You might be slightly autistic but meet someone slightly more autistic. Oh, yeah. I should have downloaded this as a PDF and print it. No, I don't need more information. I get... Some autistic people score as low as 44. Oh, I'm safe, chat. No, like, obviously. 25 is like 100% not autistic, but like, if you're closer to 50, you're like, okay, some autistic traits. And I think that's really what it boils down to. No, I can be part of the club. I just get how to talk. I just get social situations and don't have any of the sensory issues. I just have the quirky parts, like having special interests and talking a lot or something. I only got the, like, funny, quirky parts of autism. God, it's rude. Yeah, we're all... It's more like Heinrich and me might have, like, tiny bits of it, and you all are autistic. You're not a little autistic. You are autistic. That's good. That's fine. That's okay. But, like, take it as what it is. 140 is not a little autistic. That's like, you're autistic. That's okay. That's also part of ADHD. I guess so. But like their sister sicknesses, for example, or sister, what's it called? Not sicknesses. Flo's told me that. They're sister things. They show up together a lot. You even send me a screenshot like you're not lying with score. I don't... Honey, I don't think you're lying with your score. I am so not surprised that you have a 200 and Toasty has like a 140. Because if I look at both of you, I feel like you're a lot more autistic. Which is not bad, but like... I don't need to see the screenshot, I believe you. I live with you. I know. Trust me, I know. Okay, yeah, no, I crushed the test, I guess. Not autistic, just ADHD and a yapper. Thought nobody suspected that. I mean, you mask well, but we're your friends. We know you a little, we know you good enough. You'd also have been You would also have been surprised if going, are you talking to Flo's? You are. Wait, really? You are? Yeah, you are masking well. Just you're your friends, so we kind of start knowing you or something. And then we can see it a little bit. You're doing good. Okay, great. Yeah, sometimes the autistic people in chat are making jokes that they get, and you miss them. Yours is very strong. Okay, sick. That was fun. I guess that was the autism test segment where we had fun doing tests. Should this also be a YouTube VOD? Taking tests with Chad? How do you feel? I kind of didn't think about the YouTubers at all. Autism, yippee! Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put this on YouTube too. But like, who knows? Maybe we were just having fun. I'm putting this shit on YouTube. Green can post their score in the comments for me. That's fair. Maybe. You should just ask her to do a mini VOD, autism VOD. Okay, yeah, we can just have the autism test as its own thing. You don't need to upload or whatever you feel like. I'm fine with it. I don't know how you feel, how Chad feels about it. But I think you're just Chad, so you're gonna be chill of having talked about like, oh, I do this or do this. I think you're probably fine. Yeah, maybe we'll have Joe takes the RAADS-R test. Am I autistic? RAADS-R test reaction. You said worse things in other VODs. I know, but these things felt more personal. You thought you would fail the test? You thought you... What do you mean? There's no failing the test, by the way. People said that as a joke. There's no failing. You just get a score that tells you if you're pretty autistic or if you're like less strongly autistic, probably. Okay, you're fine. Well, dear viewers, if you're seeing this, this was uploaded to YouTube. And if you're not seeing this, then you're not hearing this. Leave your score in the comments and subscribe if you want to join the autism safe haven, where you can all be a little bit autistic and it'll be okay. You thought you could be lying and just pretending to be autistic. Girl, that's like the most autistic thing you could say about your score. Being like, maybe I'm just pretending to be autistic and lying on the test. You're not doing that with being trans. Shut up, you're a woman. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That's the autism combination coming in, being like, maybe I'm not autistic. Maybe I'm just doing everything autistic people do to pretend to be autistic without consciously doing it. Crack all eggs autism. I know rationally, but only rationally. I know that you know rationally, but I'll keep saying it when you say shit like this until you fucking get it into your little skull irrationally as well. Dumbass, okay? Dumbass in brackets like Fred lovingly, okay? Alright. Alright. That was fun. Okay. Maybe I'll be back Wednesday streaming something. Maybe it's not. 1000 X Resist. I hope you have a good week. You thought you would score higher, but it's just your damaged social skills from grinding League for years. Yeah. Yeah. With how much Path of Exile you play, I could have guessed the higher social score, but it turns out you're actually chill and just fine. You just need to talk to more people, maybe, and then you'll be. It's just you still have to talk to people a bunch to fucking like want to. I still get a little afraid of talking to people sometimes, but it's like we have that. We got people with no hands in chat. They can't play the piano. We got hands. We still need to learn how to play the piano. And playing the piano means understanding social situations implicitly without having to think about the rulebook. No. Sorry, not literally no hands. Not literally no hands. It was a metaphor. They could play with their feet. Yeah, but it would, it would be a lot harder. Yeah, it was a metaphor. Yeah. Yeah, misses 204 points on the autism test. Yeah, I don't think you cheated on the test. I think you got the score that was meant for you. Alright. Fun stream, I had fun. 'Twas good. Have a good week. Sweet hanging out. I'll see you again. At the latest, next Monday. But probably Wednesday. Have fun. And see ya. It was nice. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. I clicked it, it didn't end. Okay, now I'll let your bye-byes show up on the screen. Okay, now bye-bye.